Hi, my name is Matthew Beck. I'm the creator of TaskBid, and the purpose of this video is to demonstrate the Oauth request process and the functionality of the new TaskBid add-on. So what we need to show is how to request an Oauth token, or the Oauth consent screen permissions page, and also demonstrate the functionality of the new TaskBid add-on. So I've created this diagram to illustrate the new TaskBid architecture. One new thing in the TaskBid architecture is this TaskBid add-on, which needs to be installed in every single individual sheet, as opposed to the old TaskBid architecture, which dynamically created projects for each one of the users. Another thing in the old TaskBid architecture was that there was only a single authorization path, requiring every single user to grant TaskBid access to very high-level permissions, such as full drive access, the ability for TaskBid to update and delete all files in their Google Drive, and send email as the user. Needless to say, users were not excited about this in the beta launch release of TaskBid, so I have fixed it, and we have factored out all of those high-level account access permissions into a system user access role, and everybody else can log in as an add-on user. It was a ton of work, but now most users won't be required to grant TaskBid full access to their drive or the ability to send emails as them. So now let's look at the individual scopes required by each of these two authorization paths. Again, those authorization paths are the system user, which is only one per team, and the add-on user, which is everybody else in the team. So what we can do is to compare both of these scopes, sets of scopes, we will shift back and forth between them on the screen. As you can see, this is right here the system authorization, and this is for the add-on authorization. So for the system and add-on, notice for both the system and add-on it has these same four scopes: email, external requests, script app, and container ID. Email is userinfo.email to identify who a user is in the system. External request is to make requests to TaskBid. Script app is to create triggers and manage triggers. And container UI is to send feedback to the user and get feedback from the user. The system user has all of these four scopes, plus the additional spreadsheets and drive, which are for creating spreadsheets and putting spreadsheets into folders when a new user is created for a team, and to send email, which is required in special circumstances in TaskBid. Also notice over here there's a spreadsheets.current only for the add-on authorization, and in the system user it has the full spreadsheet access. What that means is that the add-on user will only have to grant TaskBid access to the current spreadsheet, or the spreadsheet that TaskBid is installed into. So to get started, we should create a user. So let's create a user right now. Randy's Robots. We'll use the admin is me, back on deck. And system email, we'll do taskbid.system@gmail.com. For user, 12. Percent for task, 12. I like 12. So as we can see here, Randy's Robots has been successfully created, and we have a couple of links now. Going back to the diagram, let's do the system user authorization path first. So that system user authorization path will be this link, and I will provide this in the email. And because it's the system user, we will have to put TaskBid system. And here are the choices. As you can see, this has already been verified. We already verified access to associate with personal info on Google. That's the email info. View your email address, the same, view email info. See, edit, create, and delete all your Google Drive files. That is the drive, full drive access. Same thing, full spreadsheet access. Connect to external service. Send emails as we've discussed that. Allow this application to run when you are not present. That's the script app permission. And display third-party web content and prompts inside Google applications. That is the container.ui. So we will allow. System user setup is complete. So let's do the second authorization path. So the second authorization path is the spreadsheet add-on authorization path. As you can see here, the add-on user will install the TaskBid add-on, and then that is how they authorize. For this reason, we are going to start in the spreadsheet. We go to Add-ons, hit Get Add-ons. In the Search Apps box, we type in TaskBid, and here it is. It says we have no users. Well, let's change that. Hit Install. Yes, let's continue. So first things first, I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to paste it over here for reference, also to include in the email. Both of these links have the client IDs in them, and that is another purpose of sending this email and this video to Google for verification, because as you can see, this client ID does not seem to be verified. The other client ID is verified, and this actually has fewer scopes than the other client ID verification. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but hopefully this video will clear things up. We're going to go to TaskBid anyway, unsafe, but I assure you it is safe. These are the permissions: view and manage spreadsheets that are the applications installed in. That's the current only, the spreadsheets.current only scope. View your Google spreadsheets. Not really sure why that is there. Connect to an external device or an external service, that is, the external API. Allow this application to run when you are not present. That's the script app permission. And display and run display third-party web content and prompts and sidebars inside Google applications. That is the container.ui permission. We're going to hit allow, and let's see the magic work. So I fast-forwarded through some of the magic, and now TaskBid is enabled in the spreadsheet. So let's see if it's enabled, and let's actually create a task for Randy's robots. We'll create a task to design a camera-controlled feedback loop to control a robot arm. So when it's moving around and it bumps into something or it sees something, it can know to stop before it bumps into something. Well, look at that. That's the execution of the system run by the system user, but triggered by the add-on user. Thanks for watching. This has been Matthew Beck, the creator of TaskBid. I hope you enjoyed.